to fight for our freedom, to fight for the restoration of our republic. And vote for me in this straw poll today, and share my campaign with all your friends. And folks, I think that you'll see, as you look through all the websites, through all our material out there, that I have consistently stood up and stood without fear, both in interviews, in debates, in front of constituents, and never given ground on the philosophy of liberty. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bad news. This country is really in bad shape. The good news is that we can fix it. And fixing it starts with stopping printing money. Fixing it starts with balancing the federal budget. 3 promises as President of the United States. I promise to submit a balanced budget to Congress in the year 2013. I promise to veto expenditures that exceed revenue. And I promise to advocate on the part of the fair tax, which I think really reboots the American economy for the next 100 years. Other issues that are very important, and most important issue, balancing the federal budget, saving our country. Other issues, end military engagements. Immigration reform, which doesn't mean building a fence. Allowing for marriage equality. Repeal the Patriot Act. Abolish Homeland Security, eliminate TSA, end the drug war, end practices of torture, end the practice of detainment without being charged. We're here in Florida, open up travel and trade with Cuba. Free trade, free markets. The internet. Is there anything any one of us wants the government to fix when it comes to the internet? We don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. And I think that's where Democrats have it wrong. They think you can vote yourself a raise, and that has us in the problems that we're in. Republicans think that we are a country governed by law. What Republicans don't understand is that you can repeal bad law. Let's repeal bad law. So I really think that libertarians bring the best of both parties together. And that is the future of this country, and it's really exciting. There is an opportunity here to carry a torch of liberty and freedom to the American public that is really, really hungry to hear this message.
Time. Mr. Lee Wrights.
Thank you. In fact, the Libertarian Party thought it would have us all here today. I told our friends in Houston at the debate we had in December, I'm running for president so I can leave you alone. Yes, I'm part of that vast libertarian conspiracy of people that want to take over the government and leave you alone. And we get asked all the time, how can the Libertarian Party make a difference? How can we make a difference in 2012? Well, the Libertarian Party makes a difference in 2012 and beyond, because we have to be different. We have to show people how we are different and how it's okay to be different. There's nothing different about libertarians as far as this country goes. We love this country. We care about our neighbors. We raise our families and we want to prosper. That makes us just like every other American. Where we differ is we just don't like a lot of things the government's doing. Because we know how much government gets in the way of individuals doing something. So the way we make a difference is be different, and that'll be easy for us because all we have to do is be ourselves. Be unwavering, uncompromising, deliver a libertarian message that is an American message. Offer people true choices with rational alternatives, and show them that libertarians are not the boogeymen that they've been led to believe by a media hype. Spend far too much time defending ourselves and not enough time educating people on what we really are. That's what this campaign is all about. That's why we chose to stand to stop all war. We're not just talking about the foreign interventions that we're involved in around the world. We're talking about stopping the wars right here in our own country. War on drugs, war on poverty, war on ignorance. We got a war against everything. Every time there's a problem, we have a war on it. And nothing ever gets fixed. War doesn't work. We need to bring peace and a peaceful message delivered by the party that will offer true choice with rational alternatives. Yes, we can make a difference in 2012. We just have to be different.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Leroy Saunders, and I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be here today. It is truly an honor and a privilege. But I want to talk to you about something, a threat that presents an imminent danger to our survival. That threat is called divisiveness. Divisiveness is spreading throughout America like a cancer. Divisiveness serves as nothing more than a means to keep us distracted. While we bicker over social ideologies, our liberties and freedoms are being taken away from us. Our founding fathers tried to warn us. They warned us that political parties would divide the country, that elections would disintegrate into division rather than consensus, that the search for common good would be compromised if we let the ideas of a small individual group of parties come. People love to quote Thomas Jefferson, but they don't remember the disdain Thomas Jefferson had for political parties. So today I stand here as an American, looking for Americans who want to help save America. And if you elect a candidate that has the ability to galvanize America, a candidate that can be embraced by our occupied brothers and sisters, a candidate that can go out and bring the Tea Party, Green Party, independent Americans into the libertarian fold, you will then produce a libertarian candidate or a mere third-party candidate. You will have produced a candidate of the American people. So I'm going to challenge you today. Do I build a party or do I build my country? You put America first, because that's what we're fighting for as Americans.
Mr. Bill Steele. My most important principle is deconsolidation of power at every level of governance, 10th Amendment stuff. Beyond that, my 7 other guiding principles are, number 1, monetary reform. We are not printing money. We are borrowing all of our money into existence. That's the dark, deep secret of the American monetary system. The truth is that nations don't have to borrow. Nations can create. The Constitution commands Congress to be in control of the value of our money, but in reality, the banks are in complete and total control by nothing less than counterfeiting. Since they make the money, that's why banks now have the deadly dual control of both the media and the political system. Killing the Fed is good, but it's insufficient. To do the job, I say no more national debt, and banks should only be allowed to lend money they actually have. Number 2, national sovereignty. Independent nation states must be preserved, or nothing but an ironclad world dictatorship, a new world order, can result. An essential part of national sovereignty includes control of our borders. Number 3, defense policy. Bring the troops home, let them spend their money here. However, America has enemies and always will, because it is the home of freedom. Number 4, an incentive-driven society is imperative for the preservation of liberty. I will point everything I do at maximizing incentives and personal responsibility. Number 5, medicine. This is a huge financial problem, the roots of which are twofold. Number 1, unrealistic expectations about end-of-life care. Number 2, medical studies are driven by what's patentable instead of by what's in the public interest. Cheap, effective treatments which are not patentable are not studied. This system fosters a death spiral of ever-increasing medical costs that is completely unsustainable. Number 6, trade deficit. We should not support slave labor through our trade policy. I would apply constitutional tariffs. And lastly, tax policy. No more IRS. By cutting government spending and ending interest payments on the national debt, we can have a balanced budget with an 18.8% consumptive tax.